Good afternoon, traders. This is Deno Trading here with you with another review or rather analysis on SpaceMobile. Let's take a look at what appears to be another golden opportunity here that we can or we might try to utilize and see how far or how best or what best we can gain out of it. So here with me, I'm looking at a weekly chart on ASTS, aka Space Mobile Inc. Um, on a weekly chart, and I will be making a few drawings here real quick. On a weekly chart, you do see that we did get a buy signal right around May 13th, right around here, this level here, which that actually was a strong buy signal. The reason why I'm saying it's a strong buy signal is because we were already almost at the oversold spot here, um, and at the same time, we were also at the RSI was crossing the zero line right about here at the same time. So those became or that became a strong buy signal. That on a weekly chart, it just kept riding on without any factor hindering it. We've seen that ride move in, and yeah, it's itself just been going on crazy. So we had these three candles run in a row. Three green candles run in a row for the last 3 weeks, which indicates a strong upward movement or a strong trend in general. If we zoom this a little bit to not a five, or to a daily chart, you will see that the level that we marked earlier corresponding with something right around here. This is where this on a daily chart. This is where we got that. We were at a point where we were hovering below the zero line, and this is where we crossed the zero line. If I can narrow this down a little bit, you will see that we crossed the zero line right here, and pull back a little bit towards that, and right around here we went back to the zero line. And by the zero line, I am referring to this yellow line here, which I am painting red. We crossed above that and closed above the zero line right around here. And after we closed above the yellow line or the zero line, that was a strong entry for us. Even though the RSI was hovering around the zero as well, it was, for the most part though, it was above the zero as well. So at that point, that became a strong entry, and ever since that time, we have been on a crazy run. Mostly trending upward with some key support, level of support and resistance. If we take a look at this trend here, let's take a look at this point here. Primarily this point here, 22, let's say 21, 22 there, as that has been a strong resistance level. And also at the same time, you might have seen that right around the 19 here, right where we are hanging out, as being also another strong support level. So we are looking at those key values. Actually, let me put some lines on it, which are very quite close to each other's. We are hoping that for a bull trend, as long as we stay above that 19, or actually let's pull it back a little bit to 22 something here. As long as we stay around that 22 something, above that 22 something, and also oscillating between that 19, we should be good. However, this 19 goes a little further. Actually, if we consider it, we might want to go down up to the 17 range. So on a daily chart, we do have that opportunity. So that zone has been broken up. At the moment, we are sitting at a breakout zone, which is I don't know if it corresponds to anything in the past. The past higher high was right around 25 there. So that was the higher high. Let me put a line on the higher high over there, and let's paint it green for one reason, being the previous high. So the previous higher high has been broken today, um, and that was a big huge, a big huge breakout to the upside. You want to note now, if the next day forms about above this green and close above this green, we then have a really strong chance of staying above that green. However, we still don't know. The fact, I mean, the reason is that we do not have the best way to predict what our next resistance level is going to be. We do know that this previous high could be our possible support level, which means we can come and hover around this support level here, and nothing would go wrong with that. On the other hand, though, if we do zoom out a little bit or zoom on a 15-minute chart, primarily that will bring us on today's trade. According to today's trade, you might have seen that the day picked up really well. Let me make sure that this is clear enough for all of you. The day picked up really well. Pre-market, everything was above the zero line. As far as the momentum is concerned, the momentum had been steady. There was some consolidation right before the market opens, but market opened with strong momentum to the upside, and we have an open range breakout here, which we broke right above it on a 15-minute chart, and we already had a buy signal before the market opened, and those buy signal, even though it was false, those buy signals became true. It was these buy signals were false because it was actually in the aftermarket yesterday, but the buy signal is false because it's below every single other lines. I normally, if the buy signal is to be true, everything else has to be above. Let me give you an example. Let me give you one example. Everything else has to be above my take a look at this. Take a look at this. 2 days before today, we have a buy signal which we broke through the open range breakout. The candles broke through the linear regression and the moving average, but more importantly, we also broke above the central pivot point. We got that. Buy signal, and that is a true and valid entry signal. We have this sell signal, but this sell signal was false because we did not break to the downside, which means I first wait for a signal and I wait for the next confirmation. Okay. Or I see something that needs to be confirmed. In this case, we have a sell signal. It got failed right away at a breakout. The failure at the breakout got taken up aggressively by another massive candle, which formed and closed above the open range and any other signals. So, with all that in mind, on today's trade, considering the fact that everything before the market opened had been above, was really above the lines, the linear regression and moving average, and also above the daily previous day high. Let's respect that line. Previous day high right here. Okay, we would expect to come down to the previous day high and close below it, and that would mean we would run to the downside. But we came and touched or hugged that line, and it got rejected right around here. Right around here. Here is what I'm talking about. We came and rejected, touched that line and got rejected, and that rejection, and that rejection was seriously taken with a repulsive move to the upside. The bull really rode that, and we broke above the what appeared to be the previous higher high right around here at 25.36. That's what I was telling you earlier. And the pink line here is just the resistance level from the previous level that we see. Let me get back to you in a second here. All right, thank you for hanging in there. And yeah, anyhow, I was saying looking at this time frame, we might expect a slight pullback here, which I am expecting to have a little bit of a pullback towards this green line here, which if that does happen, which is, I mean, this around this zone here, around this green line here, if that does happen, we might you know I'm not technically sure or not able to predict that far right now, but my suspicion is that, actually, let me put it back to the longer time frame. The longer time frame tells me, or tells us, that we are at an overbought, actually already at the overbought, um, which at some point we could ride that a little bit, but within a week and above, maybe we'll have that going on. But within less than a month, or within a month, I'm not talking about a week, because we're already in a weekly chart. Within the next few months, we should have this turnaround real quick. But on a daily chart, yeah, daily chart doesn't really tell you that much about what to expect. But the weekly chart has a more clear direction on what to expect. As you can see here, we have it as green being overbought on the RSI, and also the momentum here on the momentum on my sub chart here is way over the threshold, way over the threshold, which means it's either overvalued at the moment. Which means if it is overvalued at the moment, there is a very high possibility that if you since this has a put option that expires um, on a monthly, I mean on a weekly basis, there is a higher chance that you can trade puts on a weekly basis and be able to, or and still be able to, take a little bit of pocket something out of that on a weekly basis. If you take a look at it, I would show you on a different time frame, but I think that just sticking with what we have, and being cautious with this thing will really show us what we need to do here in order to win some of these trades. Because I know for sure that this will turn around. As of now, I'm just kind of expecting that our next resistance level will be right around 35, 36 over there. Let's make that. Why did I pick this? Why did I pick this? Okay. You can all see that I failed to draw the line. Okay. I just didn't want to have it. Let's have this right here, and let's paint that red, just to make sure we have the red line that we failed to draw. That red, because I am expecting that might be around, if we push further, that might be around where we will have a turnaround, 35, 36 over there. And that will be our strong resistance level. Once we hit that level, we should expect this pullback, at least towards this previous resistance level, which I'm not sure how long that will take, but expect that to show up. But until then, for now, just we have this hope that from where we are, we might just be trending towards that resistance level of 36, 36, 35, 36 something, and that will be a major move. It will take a little bit, but just monitoring this kind of thing and keeping an eye out for those, so that you're not missing this kind of opportunities. As you can see, first of all, the other possibility is that we are too far away. Actually, we are too far away from the linear regression and the moving average. They're not keeping up. So that means by the time this candles touches any of this, uh, we would have at least have a nice pullback, and expect this two to interact, the candles and the chart. I mean, not the chart, the candles and the indicator. Expect them to interact at least at some point, but that point is gonna be something like, I'm not sure, probably a little bit more than here. is probably when where they will interact. So keep an eye out for that. If you are looking at this, you can, like I said, you can still trade options on this if you're trading options on it. It's just a very yeah. Um, and I just like the fact that this expires on a weekly basis, and because of the weekly basis, you still have a lot of opportunities to you can buy actually a month out to make this to get to play along with these opportunities. Just don't miss it out. Check it out, and just do your research as thorough as possible, as thorough as you need. I normally don't rush into things, plan things, and reflect on things you've planned. Um, if something fails, it's not the end of the game. Just don't let it fail to the point where you give up. Or if the failure is too much, don't let the failure be the one to discourage you. Find an alternative. Try to learn a little bit, and try to implement other factors. If you need to, use simulated accounts, create an account with it, that allows you to simulate things. Or you can use the trading view paper trading itself, and do a little bit of paper trading in there, so that you are kind of practicing, not just practicing, but also practically applying your skills that you're gaining. And that's a good way to grow, and a good way to go at the same time. Okay, with that in mind, I will let you all go, and I will catch back with you later as time goes. Have a good day, amigos. Adios.